This man smiled as he pulled open his girlfriend's clothes, telling her to go seduce the ticket inspector at the ski resort because he didn't want to pay for tickets. Surprisingly, his girlfriend agreed to this shameless request. He approached the ticket inspector, deliberately claiming that he and two girls had come to ski but forgot to bring money, asking if they could get a favor and make friends. The fat man fantasized about befriending three beautiful women and happily agreed. However, what he didn't expect was that the girl brought two men with her. The fat man suddenly felt he'd been played, but before he could stop them, the three quickly got on the ski lift. Even more shamefully, they came back that evening. This time the fat man stopped them, saying the place was about to close. But the girl's boyfriend threatened him, saying if he didn't let them in, he would report that the inspector had let them in privately during the day. With no choice, he had to let them up again. The three easily boarded the ski lift, not knowing this trip would be their disaster. Soon after, a colleague came to change shifts. He told his colleague there were still 3 people up there, and to close up after they came down. As it happened, 3 people skied down, so thinking no one was left on the mountain, he turned off the power and left work. Meanwhile, the ski lift carrying the 3 suddenly stopped. They were suspended in midair. At first, they thought it was just a malfunction that would be fixed quickly, until all the lights on the lift line went out. They finally realized they might be trapped up there. The girl then remembered it was Sunday, and this ski resort was only open on weekends, meaning they would be trapped up there for 7 days. They screamed for help in terror, but got no response. Then a blizzard hit, and the 3 shivered with cold. Suddenly, a light appeared behind them. Someone was driving a snowplow up for inspection. They shouted desperately, but the wind and snow were too heavy. The inspector didn't hear the people calling from the ski lift. He received notice to return and prepared to reverse and head back. The 3 on the lift quickly threw down their goggles, helmets, and ski boards. But the reversing inspector still didn't see them and left, abandoning the 3 in utter despair. As the temperature dropped lower, the boyfriend didn't want to wait up there anymore. He pushed open the safety barrier and decided to jump down to find rescue. The boyfriend underestimated the height. Both his legs were completely broken. He was in terrible pain. The girl took off her scarf trying to throw it down to stop his bleeding, but it got caught in a tree. If this continued, the man would bleed to death. Even more terrifying, the boyfriend's bleeding attracted a wolf. Fortunately, the girlfriend above threw down a ski board and scared the wolf away. But then horrible wolf howls echoed nearby, clearly calling other wolves to come. The other man tried to climb along the cable to the support pole and get down to rescue him. He grabbed the cable and inched forward bit by bit. Suddenly, he looked down and saw more wolves coming. The pack surrounded the man below from several directions. Helplessly, he could only watch in despair as his friend was eaten by wolves. The girlfriend watched her boyfriend die tragically and cried heartbrokenly. The next day, the girl woke to find her hand frozen to the railing. She endured the pain and pulled hard. Most of the skin on her hand was torn off. Not only that, but the frostbite on her face was even worse. Hunger and cold constantly tormented them. The man decided to climb along the cable to the pole and get down to call for rescue, but the girl asked him to wait a bit longer. After more time passed with still no one coming to the ski resort, the girl couldn't help crying. She wiped her tears with her hand and accidentally wiped off frostbitten skin, but didn't even notice because her face had lost all feeling. Knowing rescue wouldn't come,